In this video, I'm going to tell you guys 5 things I hate about my wheelchair. Coming in at number 5, we have staircases. This is an obvious one, but it needs to be said. I hate staircases. They are my nemesis. So just saying, it's 2022 and I think there should be a ramp instead of a staircase everywhere. Like, why does anyone want to walk up the stairs? But seriously, everyone can use a ramp, so there should always just be ramps. But that being said, staircases definitely comes in at number 5. This is the only physical one on the list, and it needed to be said because I really hate staircases. Number 4, I have to ask for help sometimes. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but for me it is. I'm super independent and I hate asking for help, but there are just some things that I cannot do. Obviously, I'm pretty short, so there's certain things out of my height jurisdiction. That being said, sometimes I do have to ask for help, and that's usually pretty hard for me. Anything that I can accomplish in my wheelchair, I will, but there are just certain things that I can't do, and I have to face that. So facing that and knowing that is something that I hate. So there are certain things like a hiking trail. I'm not the type of person that can go on a hiking trail alone anymore. Something happens, I do have a hiking wheelchair, but say I get stuck in the woods in my chair, that would be something where I would have to ask Brian or someone I'm hiking with to say, can you give me a little push? If I'm alone, that's not happening. So that's something I hate about being in a wheelchair, is having to ask for help and not being able to put myself in situations alone where I might have to ask for help. So this one's a little more serious. Number 3 is sometimes I have spinal cord injury related health issues that derail my life. For instance, a few years ago, I was put on bed rest. I was hospitalized for about a month and put on bed rest for 8 weeks, you guys. And I'm not just talking about house rest. I'm talking about bed rest. Literally cannot get out of your bed for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Like, when I went back out in public, I was culture shocked by my own culture. Seriously, I didn't even know what to do. I was like, oh my God, I'm not in my bedroom. There's other people around. So that sucks, having to be locked up in your bedroom, knowing there's a whole world out there. That's what I hate about being in a wheelchair, those times when my health has taken over my life. So every day that I'm healthy is a great day for me. So health is taken for granted, but not by me, because I hate having health-related issues because of my wheelchair. And I hate being in the hospital, and I hate being sick. Obviously, no one likes being sick, but when I get sick, it's a whole nother level, and I hate it. Number 2 is I have to constantly practice patience. My patience level has to be on a whole nother level than a regular person's. So everything I do takes a little bit longer, and it's a little bit harder, and that takes patience. So I'm constantly having to bring myself back and being like, it's okay. So I'm constantly reminding myself of that and just trying to constantly increase my patience level so that I cannot get irritated by all the things that could be so easily gotten irritated about. So that's a big thing for me. And that being said, another thing I have to have patience for is just like other people. Sometimes in public, I don't like being mean. So sometimes people come right up to me and say things like, oh, what's wrong with you? And if I didn't have patience, I might be a little rude to that person. But because I practice patience, I might say, oh, I was hurt in a car accident. You should always wear your seatbelt. So practicing patience with just my life, my struggles, and other people around me has been a huge struggle. And I hate that. I hate that I constantly have to think about being patient and practicing patience and just having a whole nother patience level than the average person. It's kind of unfair, but it's reality. Coming in strong at number 1 is people doubt my capabilities and what I can accomplish just because I'm in a wheelchair, and I hate that. It's truly demeaning as an adult and as someone who has fought very hard to get back to where I am today, which is healthy and capable. I am capable, and I really hate when people assume that just because I'm in a wheelchair that I'm not. It makes my life harder, and people don't believe in me. It's harder to get jobs. It's harder, honestly, every avenue. People just assume you're worthless, and that's simply not true. I can be totally independent. I can work. I can accomplish tasks. I have a lot of skills. So don't doubt capabilities of somebody just because of their physical disability, if that makes sense. Do not assume because somebody has a disability that they're not making up for that in many other ways. If you guys learned anything from this video or you just enjoyed watching, be sure to give it a like. It really helps our channel. Also, if you want to see 5 things I love about being in a wheelchair, which was actually easier for me, and yes, there are 5 things I love about being in a wheelchair, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get updates so you don't miss it.